Good morning, everyone. It's your English class, and today we are going to study chapter number 5, verbs modals. So, half part we have already studied. So, let's take a quick revision of this. So, in our previous class, we studied about what are the modals. So, modals are verbs used to express the mood or attitude of the speaker. They are also called modal auxiliaries. So as we have studied about the helping verbs in the tenses, the same modal helping verbs are used. Okay. But with the helping verb, we express the tenses means we express the state of continuity, perfect and perfect plus continuity and indefinite. So these states we express with the help of helping verbs. Okay. And rest of sense like suggestion, permission, polite request, invitation, these senses we express with the help of modal auxiliary verbs. Okay. So can, could, may, might, will, shall, would, should, must, ought to, need, dare. These are all the modal helping verbs. So in the last class, first of all, we studied about may, can, and could. So dear students, whenever we have to take permission, we should use may, can, and could. So may we can use when we want to take formal permission, like when you take permission from your teachers. So you should use may. May I come in, sir? And you use also. And can use when you make informal permission to whom you are going to take permission, and if your relation with that person is informal, means frank relation is there. You do not do any formality. So that relation is called informal, like with your parents, with your friends, with your siblings. So this relation is called informal. And so when you have to take permission from such a person with whom your relation is informal, then you need to use can, right? And could we can use when we need to make polite request. Okay, instead of can and may, you can use could also. Yeah, like you can say, could I come in, sir? Could I take your pen? May I take your pen? Can you need to say when you talk with your juniors or with your brothers and sisters or with your parents. Then we studied about possibility. So possibility and ability. So dear students, when we have to express the ability means shamta, takat. So ability can be physical ability, it can be mental ability, it can be financial ability. So whenever you have to express the ability, you should use can, could, or be able to. If you talk about the present ability, मैं बहुत तेज दौड़ सकता हूँ. So it means I'm talking about my present ability. So you should use can. I can run very fast. But if you talk about the past ability, मैं बहुत तेज दौड़ सकता था. So in this sentence you are expressing your past ability. So you can say that I could run very fast. And but when you express your future ability, means in future you will be able to do something, then you have to use will be able to. Like मैं future में बहुत तेज दौड़ सकूंगा. I will be able to run very fast in the future. So with can, could, and be able to, we express the ability. Then we studied about could and was able to. Instead of could, we can use also was or were able to. But condition is that when you suggest your general ability, that time you should use could. Okay, and for permission also you can use could. But when you suggest your ability in a particular situation, then you should use was able to. Right? Suppose you say that मैं क्रिकेट खेल सकता था, और यू कैन से दैट मैं बहुत तेज भाग सका, और मैं बहुत तेज भाग सकता था. If you say मैं बहुत तेज भाग सकता था, it means you are telling your general ability in the past, means in the past you had this ability. So this sentence you should say I could run very fast, right? And instead of this, if you say that मैं बहुत तेज भाग सका, it means there was a competition, there was a like chance to run, and you got the chance and you ran very fast there. So you can say that I was able to run very fast, means you got the chance, you got the opportunity to run fast, and you ran very fast in this. Okay. So for general ability you should use could, and for specific situation ability you should use was or were able to. After that we studied about, let me come, could. So shall word we can use when we need to take the suggestion from someone. Okay, suppose you go in a toys shop and your brother or sisters are with you, and you ask from them which toy shall I buy. Even you can also say that which toy should I buy. Instead of should, you can use a shall also. So if you ask with the shall, which toy shall I buy, so if they want to give you suggestion with options, so they can say that you could buy this toy or you could buy that toy. So answer of shall we can reply in could. Okay. Next we studied about could and could have. Suppose dear students, I say that मैं बहुत तेज भाग सकता था, मैं बहुत तेज भाग सकता था. So firstly by this we understand that we are telling our ability in the past, means we had the ability in the past. I had the good ability, I was a good runner, so I am saying that I could run very fast. So whenever we express the past ability, then we have to use could plus root form. I could run very fast. Could have plus third form you can use when something happens and you had the ability and you want to show that I did not participate in this, it did not happen, I did not run. In that condition you can use could have. Suppose same sentence you say that मैं बहुत तेज भाग सकता था, but condition of this sentence is that आपके पास ऑप्शन थी, आपके पास चांस था, कोई कंपटीशन था जिसमें आप पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते थे, परंतु आपने पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया, वो टाइम चला गया. बाद में आप कहते हो कि मैं उसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर सकता था, मैं उसमें बहुत तेज भाग सकता था, बट बात यह है कि आपने उसमें पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया. देन यू कैन से दैट आई कुड हैव रन वेरी फास्ट. Okay, when you want to show your past ability you need to use I could run fast. But when something happened and you did not take part in this, and after that, after passing that time, you say that मैं बहुत तेज भाग सकता था, means you could have participated in this and you could have run very fast in this. Then you can use could have plus third form. Okay. So by eighth exercise we have studied in our previous class. Now we have come on a next point, that is H point. Page number 41. Please come on this page. Yes, page number 41. So now we are going to talk about the possibility, may, might, and could. So dear student, when we have to express the possibility means sambhavna, chances. So we should use may, might, or could. Okay. Where is your father? He might be playing tennis with Vijay. He may be in his office. Perhaps he is playing. Perhaps he is in the office. Both may and might are used to suggest possibility, but might suggest a lesser possibility than may, and could is also possible in these sentences. He could be in his office. He could suggest still lesser possibilities. May, might, could. A very good possibility, a very weak possibility, could extremely weak possibility. So dear student, whenever we have to express the possibility means sambhavana. In that case, we can use either may or might or could. It's up to how much possibility you want to show, or it's up to the situation. Okay. So I want to make you understand with some examples. Suppose that in the sky there is a dark cloud. Okay, and there is a lot of chances of raining, and after seeing the cloud, after seeing toward the sky, you say that आज शायद बरसात हो सकती है, because there is a lot of chances. Okay, then you can say that it may rain today. Okay, and now imagine the second situation. In the sky there is a cloud, there are clouds, but in less quantity. Okay, but still you say that शायद आज बरसात हो सकती है, तो शायद आज बरसात हो सकती है, and you need to say this sentence in this way: it might rain today, right? Because possibility is weak, but there is a possibility because clouds are there. And now imagine the third situation. In this sky, in the sky, very less clouds are there, and possibility of raining is quite less, means extremely weak. So in that condition, you can say that it could rain today. So it's up to your situation, and it's up to your how much possibility you want to express. If you want to express the good possibility, you should use may. If you want to express the weak possibility, you should use might, and extremely weak possibility, you should use could. So it's up to your possibility. So dear students, on the behalf of this understanding, you have to do next exercise, exercise number 9. So let's read this, what's written here. So here written that rewrite these sentences using may, might, or could oral practice. So first of all, you have to do this just for your oral practice, and you have to use may, might, and could according to the possibility, right? So let's read first sentence. Example is written there. Perhaps the colors are of a cheap quality. Perhaps means shayad. So whenever we use might or could or may, so there is a no need to use this word perhaps, because it is also describing the possibility. So while using may, might, could for possibility, there is a no need to use perhaps word. Okay. Sentence is that perhaps the color are of a cheap quality. Author is saying that शायद जो colors है ना ये वो cheap quality के हैं. तो शायद word he is using means perhaps word he is using. So there is a possibility. So we can say this sentence in this way also. The colors may be of cheap quality. The color might be of cheap quality. The color could be of cheap quality. So it's up to your situation. It's up to your possibility. How much possibility you want to show that. Okay. Next, the baby is crying. बच्चा है वो रो रहा है. Perhaps it is hungry. Good possibility. So in sentence से पता लगता है कि जो possibility है वो good possibility है. So you need to say that the baby is crying. It may be hungry. It may be hungry because good possibility is there. Next, perhaps the inspection team is in some class. So weak possibility is there. So you can say that the inspection team might be in some class. Okay. So dear students, one thing more you have to remember, without root form, we can't use modal helping verb. Means convert may, we need to mention the main verb. Main verb will come. You can see that I have like R is there. So instead of R, we need to use B form. Root form we have to use. Okay. So two I have told, and rest of you should do by yourself. Now please come on the next point. Maybe, might be, may have, might have. Okay. Where is Renu? She may be or might be in the LAN. You may might have left it at home. I can't find my wallet anywhere. Sorry. So dear student, maybe or might be you can use instead of be form. So whenever you have to show the possibility, and be form you want to use. So with possibility and with be form, you can use either maybe or might be. Suppose like one friend is standing there from a very far distance, and you say that shayad wo mera friend hoga. So you can say that he or she might be my friend or may be my friend. Okay. अगर आप simply कहते हो कि वह मेरा friend है, he is my friend. Okay. But if you like want to say this with the possibility, you need to say that he might be my friend. He may be my friend. Okay. When there is a good possibility, good chances of being true, then you have to say maybe. If possibility is quite weak, then you should use might. And may have, might have, we need to use when something has been done, and with guess you add that. कोई काम हो गया, उसके ऊपर तुम कुछ guess करते हो, then you need to say that either may have or might have plus third form. Okay. Suppose like some situation are there. Suppose that there is a match of India versus Pakistan, and the result will come approximate 7 p.m. Okay. So there is a match of India versus Pakistan, and result will come near about 7 o'clock, and now time is 9 o'clock, right? So you say that India may have won the match, means you want to say that at 9 o'clock शायद India मैच जीत चुका होगा. You are giving your prediction about the past. कोई काम past में हो चुका होगा. You are not talking about the future. You are talking about the past with some guesses. You guess something about the past and something has been done. For that you need to use may have or might have. Okay, when suppose like your brother usually reaches office at 8 o'clock, and now time is 10 o'clock. So you say that my brother might have gone to his office. My brother might have gone to his office, or you can say that my brother may have gone to his office. मेरा भाई office पहुंच चुका होगा, means work has been done. When with guess with possibility you say that this may have been done. That's why you can use there may have or might have plus third form. Okay, so you can see that I can't find my wallet anywhere. You may or might have left it at home. कोई पूछ रहा है कि मुझे अपना वॉलेट नहीं मिल रहा, दूसरा पर्सन कहता है कि शायद तुम उसे अपने घर पे भूल गए होंगे. मींस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द पास्ट. पास्ट में भूले होंगे अब से पहले, एंड विद गेस वी आर सेइंग दैट. ओके, so dear student, on the behalf of this understanding, you have to do exercise number 10. Read the given situations, then make sentences with the help of the clues provided for oral practice. This exercise you have to do for just oral practice. Principal wants to meet Anubha immediately. I wonder where she is. She be chemistry lab. So we can say that she may be or might be in the chemistry lab. Second, first sentence, there is a phone of Dr. Singh. Do you know where he is? तो डॉक्टर सिंह का फोन है, कोई पूछ रहा है कि तुम्हें पता है वो कहाँ है, and you want to say that like clues are there, he leave early. So this sentence we can say that he may have left early. He may have left early, or you can also say that he might have left early. It's up to your possibilities, but work has been done in the past. Next, I wonder why the train has stopped suddenly. Somebody pull chain. So we need to guess something has been done. So we can say that somebody may have pulled the chain, or we can say that somebody might have pulled the chain. Two I have told you, and rest of you have to do by yourself. Now please come on the I point. Necessity, compulsion, must, have to, have got to, had to, and had got to. So these modal helping of dear students we have to understand here. We use must and have to say that it is necessary to do something. Sometimes we can use either of them. You must put in real hard work if you want to do well. You have to put in real hard work if you want to do well. But there is a difference between the two of them. Must carries the speaker's personal feelings. Have to suggest some external compulsion, or that there is some kind of a rule about it, or the situation demands it. Like you must see this movie from very beginning. I want you to do that. You have to reach the office by 9 a.m. That is the rule. My eyes can't stand sunlight. I have to wear goggles. My situation demands that I wear goggles. So dear students, here we have to understand we can use must and have to just for necessity, just for compulsion. So whenever there is a necessity, necessity means jarurat. Compulsion means majburi. So whenever there is a compulsion or necessity, we can use either must and have to. But if compulsion or necessity is internal, we need to use must. And if compulsion or necessity is external, then we have to use have to. Okay, with some examples, I want to make you understand. Suppose that you say that मुझे हर रोज एक्सरसाइज करनी पड़ती है. मुझे हर रोज एक्सरसाइज करनी पड़ती है. This, by this sentence, it appears that it is a rule. Where you work, that where you live, that there is a rule, like you have to do exercise daily, or someone force you to do the exercise, means it is your compulsion. Internally you do not want to do, but it is a compulsion. Either it is the rule or someone force you to do that. So you will say that I have to do exercise daily, I have to do exercise daily, because that is an external like a compulsion or need. एंड इफ यू से दैट मुझे हर रोज एक्सरसाइज अवश्य ही करनी चाहिए, and that is necessity, that is internal necessity. No one is saying to you to do that, but you feel that that work must be done. So that's why you need to use must here. I must exercise daily. Okay, when there is an internal compulsion necessity, you need to use must. When there is an external compulsion necessity or rule, you have to do use must. So you have to. Must does not have a past tense form. We can use must to talk about the present or future. So past tense, there is no past form of this. We must call Satish now. हमें अवश्य सतीश को कॉल करनी चाहिए. We must call Satish tomorrow. हमें कल हम अवश्य ही सतीश को कॉल करनी चाहिए. So with the present and future, we can express with the help of must. But we can use have to in all the tenses, means for past also, for present also, for future also we can use have to, like. But second form we need to use of have when we talk about past. I had to withdraw money from the bank. Past, मुझे बैंक से पैसे निकालने थे. I'm talking about the past, it's my past compulsion. I have to withdraw money from the bank. Present, मुझे बैंक से पैसे निकालने हैं. I'm talking about my present compulsion. And even I can use have to for future compulsion also. Like I will have to withdraw money from the bank. मुझे बैंक से पैसे निकालने पड़ेंगे. That is necessity, that is compulsion, and that is for future. Point number 4, in question and negative sentences, we, sorry, with have to, we normally use do, does, did. Do you have to stay back at the school daily? Did the children have to come in the school uniform daily? So whenever we put the question with have to, so do, does, or did, we can use. Whenever we talk about the present, we need to use do and does according to our subject. But if we talk about the past, then we need to use did. And always remember, with the do, does, and did, we need to use always root form. So have is root form. Had will not come here. You can see that did the children have to come in the school uniform daily? So we have used did here, but see that we have used root form with did have. We have written that, we haven't written had. Have go to, we can use have go to instead of have to. So instead of have to, we can also write have go to. Suppose you say that I have to go there, you can also say that I have got to go there. We have got to finish this drawing by tomorrow. I have got to buy these books before I go to school. So instead of have to, you can say have got to. Both give same meaning. Must and have to, had to, we have studied this. Now please come on the exercise number 11. So let's read this, what's written here. Complete these sentences with the must and have to or had to. Sometime it's possible to use either must or have to. So हमें must और have to और had to fill करना है, और ये भी possible है कि एक fill up में दोनों में से कोई भी option आ जाए, दोनों ही ठीक होंगे. So it's up to your sense. Next, checks for school fee. In this we need to fill have to be deposited in the bank because it is the rule. The players must take their physical fitness very seriously. It's a internal need, necessity, that's why we need to use must here. Next, you must come and meet me when you visit Delhi next. So just we are telling suggestion which is necessity, which is like connected to necessity, so we need to use must here. 3 I have told you, and rest of you should do by yourself. Now please come on the J point. Must, mustn't, and don't have to. Okay, so dear students, Yes. You mustn't tip the attendant. It is necessary that you don't tip the attendant. You don't have to tip the attendant. There is a no need to tip the attendant, but if you want to, you can. Mustn't, prohibition, don't do. Do not, does not have to, no need to do, but do it if you like. So dear student, in this point we need to use, we can use must not, that is called mustn't. When something is prohibition, prohibition means कोई चीज की करने की बिल्कुल मनाही हो, then you can use must not. And do not have to use, you can use it's up to your choice. तुम्हें वो नहीं करना चाहिए, अगर तुम करना चाहते हो तो कर सकते हो, बट कोई रूल नहीं है. In that case you can use do not have to. Okay, sometime you like see that somewhere written there, you must not park your bike or car here. You must not park your bike or car here. वहां पे मनाही होती है, सख्त मनाही होती है कि आपको अपने यहाँ बाइक या कार पार्क नहीं करनी है. ओके, सो मस्ट नॉट वी कैन यूज व्हेन समथिंग इज प्रोहिबिशन, मींस किसी की मनाही हो. एंड डू नॉट, डज नॉट हैव टू, वी कैन यूज व्हेन like it's up to you, you should not do that, if but if you want to do, then you can do. Okay, so on the behalf of this, you need to do this exercise. Complete these sentences with must not and does not have to. Like first two I will let you know, and rest of you will do by yourself. You do not have to be rich if you want to help others. अगर तुम दूसरों की हेल्प करना चाहते हो कि जरूरी नहीं है कि तुम्हें अमीर ही होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट, इट्स नो पार्किंग जोन. वी मस्ट नॉट पार्क आवर कार हेयर. देखो ये पार्किंग जोन नहीं है, तो ये वहां पे मनाही है उस काम को ना करने की, इसलिए वहां पे मस्ट नॉट फिल करना है. ओके, नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज नंबर 13. कंप्लीट these sentences with the do not, does not, did not, have to plus one of these verbs. So dear students, these verbs you have to use. And you have to do this exercise. Get, take, worry, hire, look, pay. These verbs are there. And you need to see that what you should use, do not or does not or did not plus have to. Example, we'll make all the arrangements. You for anything. So you do not have to worry for anything. Worry word will come and do not have to, because we are talking about the present, right? So first sentence, the school offers free hostel facilities to the toppers. So I anything for boarding and lodging. So we need to fill here. I, let me see. I do not have to buy. I do not have to buy anything for lodging. I do not have to pay, sorry. I do not have to pay anything for boarding and lodging. Next, his father has flourishing business. He for a job. So in this we can mention he does not have to look for a job. He does not have to look for a job. So two I have told you, and rest of you should do by yourself, and rest of things we will discuss in our next class. So now, dear students, if you want to ask any question, then please ask, because only 5 minutes are